It is 4:30 a.m. Your alarm rings, your hand automatically smacks the snooze button, and a promised 5 minutes of extra rest turns into 2 lost hours. You wake up with the familiar, heavy guilt of a failed morning. The Charaka Samhita identifies this heaviness as a surge of kapha and tamas, and tree katu powder. When you solve the biological equation of sleep quality and hormone regulation, waking up before dawn becomes a consistent physical response. Waking up at 4:30 a.m. is the result of a process that begins the night before. This evening preparation, known as Ratricharya, is designed to prime the body's chemistry for a clean awakening. At 7:30 p.m., eat a light dinner such as soup or khichdi, then walk exactly 100 steps. This movement prevents the formation of ama, or undigested toxins, which create the physical sensation of heaviness the following morning. At 8:30 p.m., remove all digital screens. This prevents blue light from interfering with the pineal gland, allowing melatonin to rise naturally to its peak. At 9 p.m., rub warm sesame oil onto the soles of your feet and apply 2 drops of anu taila in the nose. These interventions target the nervous system and the tarpaka kapha in the sinuses to ensure the airway is clear and the mind is settled. By 9:30 p.m., lie down on your left side to sleep. This posture aids digestion and aligns with the body's natural drainage pathways. Maintaining this evening timeline lowers cortisol and stabilizes sleep architecture. Following 7 hours of rest, the body is biologically prepared to surface from sleep without the usual resistance. When the alarm sounds at 4:30 a.m., your actions in the first 5 seconds are critical. You must avoid the snooze button entirely. Re-entering a sleep cycle for just a few minutes causes your brain to reaccumulate adenosine, which deepens grogginess. Between seconds 5 and 30, take 3 rapid, deep breaths. This increases oxygen saturation in the blood, providing an immediate surge of alertness to the brain. From seconds 30 to 60, splash cold water onto your palms and face. This triggers the dive reflex, which redirects oxygenated blood to the brain and shocks the trigeminal nerve into high alert. At the 1-minute mark, turn on bright lights or open a window. The sudden luminosity signals the suprachiasmatic nucleus to suppress melatonin production immediately. By minute 2, stand up and move away from the bed. Maintaining an upright posture increases your heart rate and blood pressure, finalizing the transition from a parasympathetic to a sympathetic state. This sequence uses physical mechanics to neutralize sleep inertia. By the time your mind begins to consider returning to sleep, your body has already completed the physiological shift to wakefulness. Step 3 introduces the morning ashadi, a medicinal intervention used to break the remaining metabolic stagnation that holds the body in a state of inertia. The formula is trikatu churna, a combination of dried ginger, black pepper, and papali, mixed with a small amount of honey. Take 1/4 teaspoon of this mixture as soon as you stand up. For additional stimulation, you may follow it with a hot ginger tulsi tea. These spices are highly thermogenic. They increase internal heat and stimulate the metabolism, counteracting the cold, heavy nature of morning kapha and transitioning the body's state from inertia toward physical readiness. Attempting to shift a wake-up time by several hours in a single night often leads to circadian disruption. To succeed, the body requires a progressive adaptation. During week 1, set your alarm 30 minutes earlier than normal. This allows adjustment without sleep deprivation. Continue through weeks 2 and 3, rolling the clock back in 30-minute increments until reaching the 4:30 a.m. Brahma Muhurta target in week 4. By adjusting your circadian clock in these small intervals, you prevent the metabolic shock that usually causes people to quit, turning an early start into your new biological norm. You now have a complete science-backed system: the 7:30 p.m. diet protocol, the 9 p.m. oiling routine, and the 5-minute alarm sequence. Implementing this 4-week calendar replaces morning sluggishness with the most focused and productive window of your day. Now, take that piece of paper and write down your why, the specific, personal reason you want this extra time. Place it directly next to your alarm clock. While the biological protocol manages your chemistry, your intention provides the final push. The Charaka Samhita teaches that the physical body requires a prayojana, a clear purpose to sustain the energy needed to rise. Once you define that purpose, start week 1.